What if your home was no longer a home, but a target? What if help came only after the stopped? And what if the world didn't care? This is not fiction. This is not a forgotten history book. This is happening now, in Benue State, Nigeria. A lawmaker, James Umoru, spoke out. He said what so many others have been too afraid or too exhausted to say. The security situation is alarming. My people have fled their homes, our farmers can't go to the farms, our yams are stolen, our lives are taken. And when the killers strike, the army shows up 2 hours too late. 2 hours after the bloodshed. Let's be honest. This is not just a story about delayed response. This is about a national failure to protect its most vulnerable. It's about abandonment, about people who are being told, through silence and slowness, your lives don't matter as much. It's about communities screaming into a void. It's about state and federal authorities doing too little, too late. And it raises questions. Deep, painful questions that demand answers. For the victims, how do you rebuild a life when everything you've known has been violently taken? What does safety mean when even your home becomes a battlefield? How does a mother explain to her child why they can never go back? Where do people find strength when all they see is destruction? Can you heal when the trauma never ends? What happens when your farm becomes your graveyard? How does it feel to see the land you once tilled, soaked in blood? Do Benue's children even know what peace feels like? How many funerals must a man attend before he stops crying? Where do the elderly run, when nowhere is safe? For security forces and government, why does help always come after the dying? If soldiers are stationed nearby, why are the killers still faster? Who decides how long a village should wait before it's protected? Is silence a form of complicity, or neglect? How can a country feed itself when its farmers are running for their lives? What message do we send when the killers walk free, and the victims flee? How many warnings must a community give before it is heard? Can a late response ever be called justice? Who's accountable when people are waiting for protection? Why is there always political urgency, but not protective urgency, or the world watching, or not watching? Are these things invisible because they happen in poor, rural places? What is a farmer's life worth in global headlines? How does a nation thrive when its roots, its villages, are burning? Why do mass graves need to be dug before media pays attention? What kind of nation lets its people face bullets with bare hands? Who counts the dead when the cameras are off? How long must a people beg for peace before they go silent forever? When does a humanitarian crisis become too big to ignore? Why do we only care after the bodies are buried? Will there ever be justice for those whose names were never known? We cannot be silent. If you felt anything listening to this, share this video. Comment with your thoughts. Like it so the algorithm pushes it forward. Tag someone in leadership. Speak the names of the unheard. Because Benue is bleeding, and the more we ignore it, the more the silence becomes complicity. We cannot be silent.
Disclaimer: this video is based on verified reporting from channels television and public statements by Honorable James Umoru. The content reflects public safety concerns and does not promote hatred or misinformation. The goal is to raise awareness, not to incite.